Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 7 properties, and you may notice this god-awful thing on my face. I apologize for that. I'm trying to grow a beard to look like Obi-Wan for the new Star Wars movie, and I can't stand it. I hope I have the willpower to continue. This is my Movember. If you want, you can donate some food to the food bank. You know, we're big supporters here at the Charlton Advantage team. So is it frivolous to have an Obi-Wan costume made for you? Yes, it is. Is it awesome? Absolutely. Okay, so 7 listings today, and pretty quick list, so let's get started. 1370 Main, number 206, 282 is the price. They're offering a bonus to the agent. They're holding back on offers. I would have changed the hood fan here just to match the color of the appliances, but I don't find it to be a particularly mind-blowing deal. It's not bad. It looks a little dark. I think the floors would show up better with professional photography. The toilet seat police, who are mainstays here at Milton Daily Homes, would find offense with that picture. To me, we see this or better a lot. I don't think it's anything that's going to blow the doors off with multiple offers. Okay, 100 Millside, 209, 399. There's been a pretty wide variation in sales in this building. It's really hard to pin down the pricing. It's kind of been all over. There is a drastic difference between the upper floors and the bottom floors for pricing. Like, I've seen as high as $50,000 or $60,000 difference for similar units, which is not the story in most condominium buildings. Usually you'll find maybe a $5,000 difference. So $695 on the fees includes everything. It does not include your property taxes, but it includes your cable TV, your heat, your hydro, everything. So can you find a building with a unit at 1,200 square feet over at Green Life? Yeah, you're going to pay $130 there. You're still going to have your utility bills and your cable. You could go over to Costigan or Maple Crossing. You're probably paying $400, $450 for this size. Remember, it's per square foot. And then you've got $695 here, but everything's included. Costigan, Maple Crossing, you don't have that. So anyway, inside the unit, it looks like a newer carpet. Kind of strange to have hardwood in the kitchen. That's more of a modern style. And I think when you look at your target audience for this building, it's probably safer to do a ceramic tile in the kitchen. That's a little bit more of, I think, what the expectation is. But the cupboards look good. I would have put appliances in. I think you can pick up a pair of even white appliances for probably $1,500, and I think that that's worth it to have something in here. Again, stainless steel is more demographically geared towards a younger buying crowd, so I think white appliances would be fine. And the tendency people have is that they tend to overestimate how much things are going to cost. So someone would walk in and go, I got to spend $5,000 on appliances. You could, but you don't have to. So I think that there's an overestimation that we see a lot. So the more you can eliminate those objections, the better off you are. So I don't really have any commentary about the price, just because there's been such wide variation in sales in the building. 281 Prosser, in all likelihood, this one is going to face the train tracks. Some people like that, some people don't. You don't have neighbors in front, but you get a bit more noise. Some people have said that if your windows are closed, your heating system is louder than the train is inside these homes, but I've never lived there, so it's hard to comment. That's your second shot. Like, really, you can barely even see the tiles. Awful. Anyway, it doesn't look too bad inside, but it does not present well. And even at 1051 square feet, I mean, it just looks tiny from the pictures. Investing in good photography, as we've talked about many times, is one of the best things you can do to sell a home for top dollar. $398 for this model. I mean, the prices have really gone up. I did an analysis earlier this year, like February kind of thing, like not quite a year ago, maybe 9-10 months ago. And we were talking about $330, $340, and they've gone up quite a bit. Like we've used the estimate of about $1,000 a week that they've gone up, but based on previous sales, I think it's too high. And I think if you're going to get this price, you've got to light it up on your pictures. You got to really excite someone to come in, get that effect of a few people wanting it. I just don't see that with this one. Now, as if that wasn't enough, we've got one on Brassard here, 399.9. It's 150 square feet bigger. This is, even though that's a crummy photo, I mean, the rest of it's good. It actually shows the unit pretty well. Maybe that's not so good. But the point is that it's a larger unit. It certainly on paper shows a lot better. It's like $1,000 more, so I don't think there's any question about it. Nice little office nook upstairs too, and they've done some little lights in the walls. Although it looks like there's a cord if you look really closely. That's nice because then you don't have to waste a bedroom on an office. Right at the top of the stairs, you've got that little space. Plus, you've got your 2 bedrooms and you've got 2 washrooms as well. So upstairs on the top level, you've got 2 full bathrooms. Plus, there's a powder room on the second, which is your main living area. It's actually a good price for this model. I mean, I sold one months and months ago, similar finishes for around this price. I think we actually leapt a little bit over 400. Last property is Grantway 590. You've got a finished basement. You got less than 2,000 square feet. These are actually linked by the basement foundation, but outside they are detached. That close to the other house, I mean, some argue I might as well just go into a semi-detached. California shutters. It looks like it's an 8-foot ceiling on the main floor. And the finished basement looks really nice. Lots of built-in shelving, which is handy to have. A bathroom downstairs, although doesn't really show you the complete picture on the bathroom. But I think of this right here. That's the garage for the neighbor beside. Kids would love that. Like, could you imagine playing handball on this wall? That'd be amazing. That'd be so cool. I would absolutely adore that. Does it change the value? Obviously not, but I think that it's a neat thing to have. They've done a bit of work in the backyard. However, landscaping is usually one of the lowest return on investments. Although curb appeal, if you're going to do landscaping, do it on the front, because curb appeal is something that I've seen people that will go to a house with bad curb appeal and they'll say, hey, keep driving, I'm not interested. They won't even go in the house. They'll just stop at the curb. They'll say, hey, Chuck, what's the next property? So you got to have something there, I think, just to set the stage to invite people in. Price-wise, I think it's arguable for sure. There's been a couple Mattamy homes around the same size with finished basements that have sold around this price point. We have a really, really, really good one coming up on Lancaster that's around the same size as this. Gorgeous. A little bit more money, but it is ravishing model home quality. So stay tuned for that. It's coming out real soon. All right, so that's the list. If you have any questions, give us a call, and I will dress up in the Obi-Wan costume before the end of the year on video. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.